Native Land Pod is a production of iHeart Radio in partnership with Reason Choice Media.
Welcome.
Okay, hey everybody, welcome to Native Land Pod's mini pod. Oh!
She getting ready. Go ahead and kiss the left and the right.
You guys,
kiss.
I'm so excited
There
about
she
this
go.
show. Y'all want to
There she
hear a
go.
clap back? Tiff is getting ready, cracking them knuckles. Okay, here's the situation. We have seen a lot of great think pieces, deep dives on K. Lamar's amazing Super Bowl performance. Your resident sports expert is here to break down the NFL Super Bowl if you want her to. She knows who won the game, but most importantly, we know who won the Super Bowl, period. That is Kendrick Lamar, but not everybody agrees. In fact, some Black people don't even agree. And so we are going to play this clip for y'all so you can see what's going on. We did invite this gentleman to join us on the show today. However, there's been no response. So we'll respond anyway. We're going to roll this clip and get back to you on the other side.
All right, y'all, I'm sorry. Kendrick Lamar at the Super Bowl was whack. That was one of the worst halftime shows in recent memory. First of all, Kendrick Lamar is not mainstream. Like, people do not know those songs. The white people at the Super Bowl party that I was with, he may as well have been speaking Mandarin. All right, because nobody knew these songs. Nobody knew what he was rapping about outside of Not Like Us, obviously. But nobody knows these songs. Second of all, Blickety Black, I'm so much blacker than you. Halftime shows are very passe. Like, that stuff peaked in the BLM era. It's very not of this moment. It very much does not work. And also, it's been done better. So at this point, nobody cares. Third of all, 43-year-old mother of two, Serena Williams, in a bad blonde wig, like crip walking, is embarrassing. Like, I'm embarrassed for her. She should be embarrassed for herself. It's just all really, really passe. There is nothing about that halftime performance that worked. So what I need to tell the NFL, Rock Nation, anybody that's doing that Super Bowl, try to make a show that's for all of America, because that was not for all of America. That was for like a fringe that knows Kendrick Lamar and that knows, you know, his raps. Like, you're not going to tell me that that man is mainstream.
Okay, Tiff, you was cracking your knuckles. What you got?
Yeah. Well, a couple things. One, I just want to say about the Super Bowl in general. I kept hearing people say, oh, there are two black quarterbacks. There are two black quarterbacks. There was one black quarterback. There was one black quarterback in the Super Bowl. Okay. Jalen Hurts. You know, we were rooting for Jalen Hurts. We were rooting for the black quarterback with the black fiance, with the black agent, with the black family, with the black people around him. We were rooting for everybody black.
Blackity black.
The cute
right,
dog.
not for
the cute dog.
Right. A real live ass Omega, not for MAGA lover with his MAGA loving Jordan Peele get out wife. So I just was
And his
confused
mama,
that
and
even
his
the
mama.
debate and his mama. So I just was confused at the descriptor, because I think we all knew that wasn't true. Secondly, with regards to this clip, it's very strange to me, and he's not the only person who I have heard express similar thoughts, not around Kendrick Lamar's performance, but around this idea that white is right, around this idea of let's
Centered.
behave in front of them. My former colleague, Jonathan Capehart, wrote a op-ed piece in the Post after the incident, the slap. Do we need to say anything else after the slap? Everybody knows the slap when you say that. But after that incident at the Oscars, he wrote a piece, and the headline was, Will Smith, the white people are looking at you. And I just find that way of thinking so incredibly sad. I couldn't imagine living my life like that, right? Because I don't think on January 6th that white people were like, oh my God, I'm so embarrassed. Oh my God.
No.
The black folks are
No.
looking at us after our folks showed our ass. And so when I hear this man not only denigrate himself, but denigrate Serena Williams, the GOAT, denigrate Kendrick Lamar, an artist who literally made an American flag out of black men, and the symbolism there, it just shows that it wasn't
And
for him.
prison
It was lost
uniforms.
on him. Right. What all that said, it just showed his intellectual and artistic limitations, that he was so caught up in what the white folks thought, that he couldn't enjoy that moment. But, you know, he not like us. So I don't
That's
expect
it.
him to.
Dun, 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 dun.
That's it. Drop the
Dun,
mic.
dun, dun, dun.
That's
He
it.
don't want mustard on the beat. He want raisins and a potato salad. You know, he not ready.
We know who's
He's
not
not
invited
ready.
to the picnic. That's for sure.
He ain't never
that's
been to
for
one.
sure.
He ain't never
He's-
been no
And it's
cookout.
the cookout, Andrew.
I
We
although
know
in
what he
his
meant, too.
cookouts they do have stovetop mac and cheese.
Oh, Lord.
You know,
Nobody want that
Stovetop
Stouffer's.
mac and cheese.
yeah. I ain't talking. Anyway, So listen to this. I think it is really sad because I took similarly from you, Tiff, away from this, that I'm like, man, what must it feel like to like run your life through the filter of, are the white people around me gonna be okay?
Yes.
Will they like me after this? Shall I be embarrassed about us because they didn't know the lyric? The man got a fucking record. Go listen, go buy the record. You'd know the songs. But moreover, I don't give a damn if they don't know the damn lyrics. I don't care if they're not singing along. It wasn't for them anyway. And the fact that your tentacles went up to the fact that he's not quote unquote mainstream, which let's just translate white acceptable, right? White approved, white produced, white sanctioned. That is what he means when he says, these are not the type of artists who are mainstream. You know, he wasn't talking about, he's not acceptable to black people. He's not acceptable to brown people. He's not acceptable to woke, people who are conscious, who are awake and breathing and aware in the bodies that they are in. That wasn't his complaint. What he wanted was lollipop bobbity doo bop. Right? He wanted the stuff we could all just sort of cheer along to. The brother wasn't looking for a message, and I'm not sure he would have caught it anyway. And to your point, Tiff, and more importantly, I think to the point of the artist himself, Kendrick Lamar, this brother just ain't like us. And I'm being very, the brother in my sentence is doing a lot of work.
That's it's overkill. I just want to point out that the song that Kendrick Lamar teased throughout his performance, Not Like Us, debuted #1 on the Hot 100 for Billboard. It had 17 million official U.S. streams in a single tracking week. And since we're doing math, and I don't even like math, but I'm going to help this brother because he couldn't figure out that his shirt was too tight for said bathroom video that he recorded during his alleged takedown of Kendrick Lamar, that 133.5 million people watched this halftime show, making it the most watched Super Bowl halftime show in history. The second, Michael Jackson is second now to Kendrick Lamar. So I think that that's nonsense. Now,
I think it's in programming, period. I think this may have been the most viewed programming, period.
Okay, I didn't hear that. That's fantastic.
At the very least, we'll go with your stat, which is already impressive.
Is first, is number one. And now this is the other thing that I want to point out, and I think Tiff was hitting at this. I think this man has said in this video 3 times, the white people I was with. The white people I was with. The white people I was with. And I'm trying to figure out why you took your black ass to the bathroom to talk to us about the white people you were with. Now, here's the thing. The white people you were with might not have known the lyrics, but they kids did. And there are videos all over the internet of these kids singing every single one of the lyrics. Of course, not the N-word. The N-word wasn't even said during the performance. The other thing that I want to point out is, how dare you, Negro, dress down Serena Williams, who also crip walks. Also, crip walking, there is a contention about where it really came from, because there was a 1940s artist who was handicapped. He had one leg, and he was doing a dance that they called a crip walk because he was crippled. It just so happens that a gang might have taken that on, given the name. But I just want to also point that out because it's a Black History moment in Black History Month, something you also don't know anything about, because you would know that Serena is not to be messed with. So you talking about her wig, you coming at the appearance of a black woman and a white woman, you would never, how dare you, sir? I'm not even going to call you brother. Last thing, you talk about Kendrick Lamar being on the fringe. This is not fringe. This is mainstream, Drake. You clearly listen to Drake. And so I just want to be very clear about the fact that this is someone who understands hip hop, brought it to the culture, knew the importance of the symbolism of having Samuel Jackson being Uncle Sam in the face of white America that has had to whitewash America's history, despite the fact that it was built on our backs. The black people hunched over, making the American flag on their backs, literally. And then Kendrick Lamar standing in the middle of a divided America and saying to you, especially Negro, that you picked the right time, but the wrong guy. And that was especially for people like you that don't understand that we too sing America. And on that, I just want to briefly go to Langston Hughes' poem. I too sing America. I am the darker brother. They send me to eat in the kitchen when company comes, but I laugh and eat well and grow strong. Tomorrow, I'll sit at the table when company comes. Nobody'll dare say to me, eat in the kitchen then. Besides, they'll see how beautiful I am and be ashamed. I too am America. And that was the message behind that very powerful display. If you don't understand that 40 acres and a mule would have went to you too, Negro, had we had the law not be overtaken by once again a rogue president. But you too busy in the goddamn bathroom with your tight ass shirt on defending what white America wants you to say. So shame on you. And we welcome you to the podcast to say this bullshit to our faces. I'm done.
Well, let's just title this that we are very gracious in giving of our time and our words and our energy, because that young man didn't deserve none of what we spent on him. But for
It ain't
for
for
y'all
him.
who are
It's for his
adjacent,
misinformed audience.
it's for y'all. It's for him and those adjacent to him. My only thing would be, y'all just love yourselves.
Please.
If you loved you as much as I love us, man, please, you wouldn't be studying what everybody else got to say. Love yourself, brother. Love the
Somebody
skin
was
you
on the
in.
fringe.
I don't know
Meanwhile,
how.
he's on the fringe. He's on the fringe.
But
Talking about
how-
Kendrick is
who-
on the fringe.
Also, who going to the Super Bowl party with and ain't none of us there? Like, that's also weird.
Again, stovetop macaroni.
Right.
Deuces,
I
bruh.
never even
Deuces.
heard of stovetop macaroni. I thought there was
Of course you haven't,
stuffing.
friend. You at the other party.
Kraft,
They had
girl,
stuffing?
the little box of Kraft. I don't know.
You know,
Oh,
I don't
Kraft
know.
mac and cheese, the blue box.
That's stovetop. Yeah, that's stovetop.
Oh,
Well,
he's
it's
not saying
stovetop.
the brand stovetop. He's saying you cooked it on. I got it now. I'm
Yeah.
back.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't do my mac and
It's
cheese
all
like that.
weird.
Yeah, it is all
Nobody
weird.
does. Nobody does.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
very strange.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway,
he
this
does.
was-
He want. I
this
have to
was
say
our-
he wants attention. That's what I think.
Well, he
I
got
think
it.
we gave him some. Yeah.
He got
Yeah.
it.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
yeah,
it really-
I hated to do this to y'all, but I just thought it was necessary because there are people who get so irate. Like we have a Black Santa Claus, they do a whole special about Black Santa Claus. When we have the halftime show and feature blackness on its full display, SZA, all of those dancers, even the protester. There was even space for a protester for Sudan and Gaza. Even though they said they banned him for life from any more NFL
I was going to
events.
say, when he was doing that again?
Wait, he said, that's fine. I thought I was gonna get hit by a Secret Service bullet. So I mean, you know, for somebody that's like, I'm willing to risk my life for a cause, this man could never. He don't know nothing about that.
Come on.
What Kendrick did was bold, courageous, and more than timely. And speaking
That's
of
right.
prophets, I think he's one of them.
I love it.
He got
Everybody playing their part, from the bishop in the National Cathedral to
Yeah.
Kendrick Lamar on the field. All right. That was hot. But you know what? I like the fact that it's not just for him, it's for him and the adjacent. Y'all need to get awake. Come awake. Come awake.
I mean, do anything, but do these damn videos. Don't do no more videos like this. Don't do no more videos like
I think he did it for attention, and we gave him the attention he wanted.
He got
so.
it. We out
Yeah.
here.
I think
we out
but you
here.
know what? The thing is, I think he also did it for approval, and it wasn't our approval he was seeking, right? I think that he,
Well,
Absolutely.
he got that. But he got that.
but
Yeah.
I think my question to y'all too is like, why? I remember having this whole conversation, and Andrew, I think you know Gary Flowers. He used to work for Reverend Jackson.
I know
He used to
Gary
be-
Flowers.
I was
Yeah.
gonna say, Tiff, I know you know him, but I remember kind of growing up on the Hill, and Gary saying to me that Black folks go over there because the line is shorter. And when I see people like him, it's like this guy is doing videos pontificating about DEI and why it shouldn't exist and all that. And I'm like, Negro, you know, in the other words that I want to say, you literally are a gay Black Republican. The reason why you get any attention is because you are a gay Black
he
Republican.
hates himself is what he
But
is
I'm
what that
saying
is.
there's space for him because he fits in an area where they don't have anybody.
There's space for him
That's
because there's no
equity and
competition.
inclusion.
Yeah.
But that's my point. The line is shorter.
Yeah, and by the way, equity inclusion, when I hear it from Trump or Vance or anything, all I hear is nigga. I'm sorry. I supplant the word. That's all
you
I hear,
should.
which is why
That's what they mean. That's what they
That's
mean
what
when
I'm
they
saying.
say.
That's exactly what they mean.
Yeah.
But I'm just
That's
saying
why
to
he
this,
can fit in over there. Like they will let him
Herschel,
cake.
him and Herschel and them and all the other ones who can't put a real sentence together, but their North Star is measured by their adjacency to whiteness.
Yeah.
They'll never achieve it, but they're gonna bend over backwards, break their back, their leg, their thigh. I mean, all of it.
I'm not black,
accepted.
I'm OJ.
Right.
Okay.
Until he turned black.
Yeah.
Until he was black.
I understand certain pockets of white people thinking that it's just hard to see when people adopt that themselves, where you have been so, like, I feel sad for you because you miss out on so much of this dope culture,
Come
all
on, but
this swagger
somebody
we got
forgot
over
to teach
here.
him how to love himself.
Imagine him trying not to bob his head. Imagine him trying not to bob his head at the Super Bowl party.
He may have been raised in a way that he doesn't even know to bob his head. He may have
was
lost
probably
the
raised
rhythm.
in a
He
way to
lost
be
his ways.
ashamed.
Truly, he lost the rhythm. And that's it's just sad to see.
You can't lose what you ain't ever had.
Right. Well,
That's
he
true,
had
too.
it. It's your birthright. Like somewhere along the way, he said, "Here y'all go."
Lots
take
of people reject the birthright from birth. Lots of folks don't ever walk in it.
It's nature versus nurture. I think it's your natural, and then you get nurtured out of your culture.
I'm just saying,
sadly.
somebody need to love. He need to love on himself. Can't nobody get that to you, brother. You got
All
to
I
love
can
on
tell
yourself.
him is, dun, 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 dun.
Yeah, basically, he don't want no mustard on the beat.
That's all we gotta say. All we gotta
We
say
out
is
here.
dun, 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 dun. That's
We out
what
here.
we're gonna
This
start
was a
doing.
free
Instead of
episode.
calling
That's our
people
new thing.
Toms, instead of people calling people Toms or Coons or anything disparaging, all we gotta
Regents.
do is I'll be like, Andrew, dun, dun, dun,
Dun,
dun.
dun, dun.
Can we call this episode dun, 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 dun?
Can we just try it in unison so we know the way to do it when I say it? So if I give you the look, Andrew, and I'm like, Andrew. Dun, 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 dun. We gotta get in unison.
Well, it's hard because we not it's all together. When we all together, we're gonna do a video.
We'll do
of
it.
Yeah.
We'll do it.
I love it. I love you guys.
That was a
Thank
free
you.
episode. That was for
Thank
you,
you
bro.
for. I
was a
know that you
giveaway.
guys hate when I have these things,
that
but
was a
thank you for
giveaway.
indulging me. But
was a
I really
giveaway.
wanted him on the show. Rob, you're welcome. You come on the
Oh,
show
Lord.
anytime. But it
We
is
had
gonna be an
time
intervention.
today.
Boo
Oh,
boo.
now I don't want to talk to Rob.
There's no more
Stay
time.
where you are.
It might be
We out
another
of
thing he
time.
come up with.
We definitely out of
That's
time.
what he would want.
Andrew's like,
please
we gotta
don't make
wrap
this man
episode.
famous.
No, I'm just saying, way too much wasted time. Time we won't
Yeah.
get back. It's over.
Yeah.
Okay, well,
Bring
this
it
has
home.
been another episode of Native Land Pod. It's a mini pod, and we're
Stay
going to end
woke.
this episode different
Love
by saying
yourself.
welcome home and
Love
dun,
yourself.
dun, dun, dun.
Love yourself. Body snatched.
Bye, y'all.
We out here.
We tried.
Native Land Pod is a production of iHeartRadio in partnership with Reason Choice Media. For more podcasts from iHeartRadio, visit the iHeartRadio app, Apple Podcasts, or wherever you listen to your favorite shows.